Hey everybody. You motherfucker. Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, aka Grandma's favorite grandson, aka the Bearded Wonder, aka the Pod Boss, aka Pod's Gift, man of 1,000 names, Mr. More AKAs in the HBCU. Pinkies up, and we are here with another episode of Toxicology Report. And as always, my man, my mellow, if he not here, we not recording, because that's just what it is. Introduce yourself, sir.
What number is this?
You can't say that.
Why not?
For particular reasons.
Particular reasons?
Yeah.
You got the FCC on you?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right.
It's your boy Best Friend, a.k.a. the Colonizer, a.k.a. the Bleach Cricket.
Yep. That's it?
That's it.
All right. And as you can see, we have guests. Wonderful guests. This is the SMG family reunion right here, because it's all family members here. Ladies.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Hey, y'all, hey.
No. Bring that.
What's up, y'all? I'm Christian.
And I'm Natasha.
And we are Jaded
And Evolving.
Hey.
We are Siamese, if you please.
What do you want from us?
That energy you had out there.
What are you talking about?
Started.
We were chilling on the couch taking the
No, when you
pictures.
talking about the paella, you was all excited.
That paella is real good.
That shit is good. It's different.
That's food. That's different.
Right.
Conversation just started. He wouldn't come in like blah, blah, blah. No. I'm cool.
Hey, yo. All right. So, normally, we have a warm-up question. Mm-hmm. I'm going to hate to ask this question, but we're going to ask it anyway. Both of you all have significant others. Mm-hmm. Let's say you and them are out. You're celebrating the victory. He or they, I don't know how y'all get busy. They get loosey-goosey. Mm-hmm. They get in an altercation.
He gets knocked the fuck out.
And he gets knocked the fuck out.
I'm going to start shooting.
Damn.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm going to start shooting about mine. Only because we've been locked in for so long. If I don't start shooting, I'm going to pistol whip somebody. Like, I'm going to fight a nigga for real.
Okay.
I'm really going to hell in jail about mine, so I think it's a little different. Like, but yeah, I square up with a nigga for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
The question was finished on that part?
So what you doing if your man get knocked out in front of you?
I'm getting him in the car, and we got to go.
Are you looking at that person differently?
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm gonna look at you different. I'm gonna talk to you crazy after the fact, but while we in that situation, you feel me? Because you got to stick by yours. So I'm not gonna play you in front of nobody. I'm not gonna play you in front of nobody after the fact. Like, I'm gonna always check somebody about the situation, but I'm gonna play the shit out you behind closed doors.
Okay.
Because that's just how I think that's the dynamic of my relationship.
Like, bitch, get my food out the microwave right now.
No, not
Ashtray,
not
bitch.
like that. Like, I'm not gonna talk so crazy like that. But I say some shit like, you feel me? Like, you better shut the fuck up before I pop you like that nigga did. Like, you feel me? Like, something like that. I'm not gonna make them do nothing.
That's not comedy to us.
Nah.
Who
I'm
said
not
it's
doing
funny
that.
for you?
I'm not doing that.
I'm trying to laugh.
I'm not doing that. I'm just going to be like, you good? Like, I might say one little slick thing, like, you want to take some fighting lessons? Because...
Hey, they got this special up the street at the take
I
my new place.
I found a Groupon for
You're going to wake up and you're just
Like,
going to
you
see some
wanna go?
coupons on the table for like
kickboxing
We
and
can
MMA.
go together.
Yeah.
For real, we can go together.
Because at this point now, we both need to learn how to fight.
Yeah,
Clearly.
exactly.
'Cause clearly, there's a divide.
So I can get your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, if you ever need it.
That's
I'm just saying.
okay. All right. Cool. So ladies, Jaded and Evolving. Wonderful podcast.
Thank you.
I listened to it.
Thank you.
Sometimes I gotta turn it off. I ain't gonna lie, but I listened to it. That's personal reasons. How did that all come about?
You want to tell the story?
Like I wasn't in the room when it happened, but
I was about to say, you can tell the story.
We work here, and we were podcasting separately. Natasha had a pod, I had a pod, and it was getting boring. Like, when you're everything for your podcast, it gets very tiresome. So we had talked
best friend
about.
won't know nothing about that.
We got to a point where we decided to play to our strengths and work together. And we're both very spiritual. So we got to the point where we realized, like, it's still a lot of shit that we ain't worked on, we ain't healed from. But that's kind of the joy of life, right? Is knowing that you've grown from some shit, but certain shit you just ain't evolved from. And the conversations behind it are just fun. So it's real life, just conversations we be having with each other that we just decided to record. It's really all it is.
The true best friend pod.
Literally.
Oh, so like, so
See, I don't work here, so you can't fire me. So fuck you.
I'm dead.
so what you're insinuating that some people pod and don't like each other?
For sure.
Yes, absolutely.
I know
You can see
firsthand
it.
that some niggas put together and don't like each other.
You can
Yeah?
see that.
Yeah.
Charlamagne don't like Jess.
Pablo
You
don't
think
like
so?
best friend.
He answered that question when he was outside. He's like, I don't know. That's a good question. Like, he threw her out there like she wasn't shit.
Joe Budden is not friends with any of them guys on his show. So
Yeah, his friends got another podcast.
Yeah.
like,
Roy's a bitch.
You keep
You
saying
think
that.
so?
He always says
I'll
that.
beat Roy's ass.
He don't like
I
no.
would like to see that fight. For
he
real.
don't. He don't like no white podcasters.
okay.
To his, I mean, that's his thing. I mean, I don't know. All right, I'm not white on white.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I got Rory. I always tell him that.
What?
Because Rory's in the gym.
Bro, I'm in the gym
So is
5
he.
days
No.
a week.
Baltimore,
No,
like, how you always say that like
you're
that?
lifting. Rory's actually doing movements and stretching and
When
shit.
you gonna work on them legs?
You can stretch like
He
this
don't ever work his legs.
Fridays.
That-
Friday.
No, you need it twice. Don't you go to the gym every day?
I do.
You need to work on your legs
But,
at least
but
2
you can't go to
times
gym.
out
I
of
don't
the
go
5
7 days. I go
days.
5.
Okay.
Right? And then
So 3
I
days
break it
out
down.
of the 7.
Right. I try to make sure that I break it down in a healthy mix for me and my crew that goes whatever.
But you're
But-
always working upper body regardless.
No, that's the videos he showed.
I show the videos of my son working upper bodies. I don't show anything I do.
Yeah, he don't like to
So
show
what
his
do you
legs.
do?
He
I
hate
do
his legs.
everything.
Okay.
But
Except
if
for
Rory can
legs.
stretch
Yeah.
all he wants, but that don't mean you can take a punch to the face.
So you saying you more tactical with your shit?
What I'm
like-
saying is if I can bench 300,
Yeah.
that's a lot of weight you're pushing this way. Imagine my fist going in Roy's face this way. He going to stretch out the way. He ain't pulling no matrix on me.
But you know you only need one good punch.
That's all you
I'm
need.
more
Tyson
so-
got knocked out too.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm more so
Muhammad Ali
interested
got
in
knocked out.
Why the fuck would y'all be fighting? Like you just gonna walk up to him like
Right.
you bitch ass like
I don't like it.
How's that
I
gonna
think I
happen?
think he's fake.
He says okay. This is what he says.
He's a dick sucker.
He says Rory's fake.
Okay.
He sucks dick.
Okay.
And he steals our material.
What about Maul?
He steals y'all material.
Yep.
I think Maul's a dick sucker too. I think he
Okay,
lives
good.
off the fact that he's
Brother.
related to anybody or he tries to. He
Who
ain't
he
shit.
related to?
Biggs.
Biggs.
Dame J Biggs.
Oh.
Biggs.
Okay. I mean, all right. So
They
They
devil's
wouldn't
advocate-
for that
be. They
too.
wouldn't be
That's what
shit
I'm saying.
without Joe.
Okay, but devil's advocate, right? Because isn't that the point? Like, so if you want to
Exactly.
network, right? You networking with your people. The whole point is to eat amongst your people. So it's like, if my
Yeah.
man's on, why he not gonna put me on?
Right.
That's how I would look at it. If my homeboy was Joe Budden and Joe Budden didn't put me on, like even if we fall the fuck out, if I don't take the clout that I gained from working with Joe Budden and
Right.
actually utilize that shit, it's a waste.
See, for me, I'm a different breed. Like I don't want. You're not going to say
Oh,
you did shit for
hold
me.
up.
You didn't give me shit.
Hold
No,
up.
but that's
I'm
fair
not
too.
saying
No,
how
I get that.
how
That's
many
fair.
open the
how
door
many
every
like
time.
free shit we got when we go out because you like, oh, my man got a meme page. You know him. You follow him all the time.
That's what I'm saying. That's you. Like that's your. I say
Yeah.
my man right here, right?
But then don't you benefit
How
off
many
of that?
times
though?
do I put you on the things, right?
Yeah.
How many times do people try to say they want to do for me, and I don't want nobody to do anything for me?
Right.
Right?
But you still didn't say how many free
You
things
said,
you got.
"Hey, you want to get paid to podcast?" Nope. What I say?
You said no.
Nope. Don't give me nothing. I don't do nothing. Like I'll show up. I'll pod. Ain't nobody ever going to say they did anything for me.
I mean, that's fair if
But
you
that's
think
like
about it.
half and half. for
I
real.
mean, so, but I think that's maybe why y'all work so well together, right? Because you do it for the craft and you do it. I mean, you do it for the craft too, but you do it more so because you see a monetary gain in this shit. I feel like y'all, as dysfunctional as this shit is, y'all work well together. You feel me? Like he said, if he said he just gonna show up and not do shit,
Right.
and you alright with that, then like it is what
He's
it
showing
is.
up because
Because
that's your
okay,
man's.
so
Yep. I only show up because this is his dream.
him.
Yeah, listen,
He
and
shows
that's that.
up
That's
for
support.
you.
You feel me?
So-
My ass
So
will be
of
doing
course
something
you
else
can-
right
That's support.
now.
I fuck with
He
it.
Hold
shows
on.
up.
He
because of
says
you.
he doesn't do anything, but
He don't.
he don't. No, the only thing he doesn't do is write shit down. He literally does everything.
He
What you
shows
doing?
up for you.
He's like, okay, so you know how Jay-Z go in the booth and say, I don't write?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, Jay-Z does that. He goes in the booth, he doesn't write.
Okay.
That's what he does. He doesn't write. He
He
doesn't
tells
do
me
anything.
show up and bring a question.
Exactly.
That's
and
it.
You do that.
And then
so
when-
of course he should
in-
get the free shit.
And in the mid,
doing
in
what
the
you
mid of the
asked.
pod, he'll have another question. Then he'll have another question.
That
Then
sounds
he'll
like
have another question.
podcasting
But
to
he
me.
shows
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he does shit.
He just
That's
he,
a fair swap.
I
He
think-
shows up and you get him free shit. I don't understand. What the issue?
I
What's
think
the
that
issue?
y'all work really well together on this dysfunctional thing you got here.
We have no choice.
Yeah, shit.
You do.
Y'all
You got a
motherfuckers
choice in everything.
What?
wildin'.
We don't be wilding.
You know,
Okay.
like when I grew up, we were very poor. Like the city wouldn't even help us. The fucking state told us.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
The state told us.
That shit threw me for a fucking loop.
Yeah.
The nigga said, like we were so poor the city went down.
We applied for welfare and they told my mom we were too poor to get welfare. They
How
said
the fuck you too poor?
They said the
He's
exact
too
word
below.
were they were like, "Ma'am, you're poverty stricken."
Yeah.
Damn.
So fuck the mayor
So
right
you're
now,
not
Brandon.
gonna give
It
me
wasn't
no money?
him.
I don't give a fuck.
It was
Anybody smoke.
So give me some
Brandon
money.
Scott you can get to smoke anybody.
I don't fuck with Brandon Scott because like what has he done?
He ain't done shit
Not
for
at all.
All he
nobody.
do is pick that fucking fro out, put that same blue.
That's
shit
all he
on,
does.
Show up in
He-
videos.
That's all that nigga do.
Okay, first and foremost,
He's a bitch.
the murder rate has been the lowest it's been in like 10 years.
Not
That's
because of
because
him.
they're
That's
not.
'cause
They're
it's cold
not.
outside.
They're
Niggas can't afford
not.
guns.
They're
no
not
more. You
logging
can't
all that
afford them.
shit. Like how many people bodies you think they ain't found yet?
Hey,
But you also can't afford to buy a gun on the black market with the way inflation is running. So these niggas can't afford bullets. They
Even
can't
though the
afford
black
guns.
market is high as
and
hell.
then he did Club Music Day.
That was some BS. I didn't understand.
That was
We
a
just
way-
say he makes appearances.
It
That's all he
wasn't,
does.
but it wasn't impactful for real. Like Baltimore is not what Baltimore used to be. So the fact that he's trying to, I guess, bring something back to this city when the shit is done, it's done.
He thinks he's going to get people to follow him because he's going to say, "I'm one of you. I came from where you came from."
I don't
give
give
a
a
fuck.
Oregon.
Right.
Like we don't. We
I
are
don't
not
give
the
a fuck.
same.
Right.
Like I don't
Fuck
know.
him.
I
Like
don't
the
care.
state ain't
The
doing shit for
Peninsula.
nobody.
He brought the Peninsula here.
Okay, and the fucking what's her name is putting slutty vegan down there. They give it back to the city. I don't understand. Like
That's his job.
oh no, his job is to police the shit that
You know what they probably did for the
regulations,
Peninsula?
bylaws.
This is what he
hires
did.
those people.
But he's not doing a good fucking job because there's no money.
This is what
in
he
this
did
shit
for the
either.
Peninsula. Hey, I'm gonna bring you here, but I'm gonna cut your taxes where you don't pay shit,
That's
and
what
I'm gonna
I'm
make the
saying.
next man
Yes.
pay for your shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what happens. They get these businesses in order to do that, they got to give them tax breaks.
These cities-
Who's covering that shit?
Everything is so fucking expensive in the city now. Like crackheads
Yep.
can't even afford to fucking function in the city.
That's why they
no
get
more.
the Fink.
And
then
that's
they
some
die.
bullshit. Cause like, why the fuck you gotta die from getting high? Like these crackheads.
We're
used to be
paying
so
these
fucking
crackheads
efficient.
to be on Suboxone and
Yo,
shit.
you see what I'm saying? Crackheads used to be efficient. They do their crack. They steal your microwave. They steal your washing machine.
They
you feel
fixing
me?
my car though.
Right? They boosting. You can't even find a good booster no more. Like it's not. This city not what it used to be. I ain't had nobody try something no Bath and Body Works, no Dove, no nothing,
Brandon.
no fucking nothing. I ain't got no fucking
Fuck
time.
Brandon.
Paper towels,
Like as
no
a
toilet
mayor,
paper.
do fucking better. Like what you mean? Like I can't get that shit from nobody. I can't
Laundry
get it out no
detergent.
trunk, no nothing. Like fuck.
Brandon,
stay at the
come on the
table.
show.
I'm paying
Outside
full
the
fucking
gas
price
station,
for some
right?
book. Man.
Tell Brandon to
Brandon,
come on.
the
He can
show,
bring his
Brandon.
security
Bring
guards.
the crackheads back. Bring back
Bring-
real crackheads.
The good crackheads.
Make
not
crack-
these
make crack
fake
real
Yes,
again?
make crack
Not these
real
fatheads.
again. Fuck, stop cutting that shit. Make it pure. The fuck, I'm tired of seeing young people die. Make that shit, cut it
Pure
straight.
crack.
But cut that shit straight.
Taking too many perks.
The fuck?
Perk 30s, perk 30s.
They cutting that
Yo,
shit
I
too.
literally had this conversation with somebody the other day. Last night, I was at dinner. And a friend.
You talking
from
about
the
crack
city-
last night?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
White people.
A friend called me and we were talking about the city and we're like, I see crackheads
You don't
that
live
I
there
grew
no
up
more.
with, right?
Yeah.
That doped
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, me
right?
too.
They got better shoes and outfits and
Yeah,
everything on than I do. And I'm like,
Somebody is
every
saying
week they're fresh. I'm working 50 hours a week and I'm not looking like
They
that.
getting state assistance.
Right.
But no, at the same token, right? Because you gotta realize
That's
TikTok
another
and shit
program.
is also a thing. People are more like philanthropic nowadays. Like they really like real life giving back to the city.
I'm sorry, what?
Philanthropic.
Okay.
You know, so like when
I
you
just heard topic. I
when
ain't
you
heard the rest of
giving back to the city now, niggas really be giving out like Air Forces, haircuts, all kinds of shit. You don't even really know who fucking homeless no more. Cause like nigga, did you get these shoes from somebody giving them out? Did you buy them? That's why I don't give money to homeless people no more. Cause like bitch, why you cleaner than me? Fuck is you out here for? Get a job.
I see people
Full
doped out
suit.
all
You
the
feel me?
time. I'm like, man, this guy's got a $300 outfit on without his shoes.
Yeah.
He got fresh breads on or like
Yeah.
cherries, whatever.
Exactly.
And I'm like, damn, like what?
I
what am
watched a
doing?
crackhead one time beg for money and then get an expedition. Like, bitch, don't play with me. I swear to God, I almost cut that bitch off in traffic and got my fucking money back.
Gas is high.
Fuck that. Like, she probably made more in a day than I make at work. Fuck
Yeah.
her. Bitch, if I see I'm on your ass.
She
give me my
functioning.
fucking
All
dollar.
this is
She functioning.
Brandon Scott's fault.
All that's Brandon Scott fault?
All
So there was no crackhead before Brandon showed
No,
up.
They
was.
were the good
But they was
crackheads.
good. Think about
They were
when,
also helping
when
us.
Boosie stopped, Brandon was
So you saying
Hey, just so you know, you brought up Smoke earlier. You know Smoke's part of the Orioles now.
yeah.
He was in on that.
And
deal.
his daughter was a crackhead.
Oh,
But I bet you she was a good one.
Yep.
Yeah,
I bet you if she
She
told
was
you
like
she
sucking
washed
dick
it,
for crack.
She was-
if she popped that pussy, she washed it.
Yep.
Nowadays they don't even be king because
Yep.
they can't afford soap.
I know a lot of crackheads that went from prostitute. Now they're on the legit. Now they're all clean and shit. I'm like, damn, that shit
that's
wasn't even good enough to-
crazy.
I'm a clutch.
And if they try to talk to you, say no.
Fuck no, you ain't
No.
touching me with that crackhead pussy.
Okay, that's the question.
You think crackhead pussy hit?
He has to be.
You think so?
They said
Eh.
every man that lives in Baltimore
Has
has
fucked a
fucked a crackhead.
Nope.
So they know. They would know. They would know.
I know all my friends
Okay.
that I grew up with that were nice girls that turned into whores.
They
I
weren't
wouldn't-
crackheads
They were
when
crackheads.
I fucked them.
But they crackheads nonetheless.
Did you turn them into crackhead?
Damn.
I got
you
that
crackhead.
I got that dope dick.
I wouldn't know nothing about it.
Doo-doo-doo. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't know nothing about it.
So, if a man, I mean, if y'all weren't in a relationship, if a man came up to you, y'all was talking, all that good stuff, and amidst the conversation, he said he used to be a crackhead.
Absolutely not. Because what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because once a crackhead, always a
He-
crackhead.
he
You
could-
can't come back from it.
One day you're gonna 8 years down the road, you're gonna be like, oh, I had a relapse, or your shit's
That's what
gone.
I'm saying. But he also got addictive tendencies, right? So how I know if he not addicted to crack no more, he
he
don't
gonna
do
be
something
addicted
else.
to you.
He might be addicted to me. He might be addicted to other pussy. He might be addicted to anything. So no, I'm not.
But he could be addicted to your pussy.
I know a lot of guys
like-
that I grew
I
up
don't
with
like-
that were straight, and when they got so bad on dope, they started sucking dick.
I'm telling you.
So now your man
listen
making
to
out
this
with you.
man.
I grew
I'll
up.
just ask you the question.
No, listen to that man talking.
Natasha?
He talking. He talking right.
Same question.
Come on, friend. Be honest. You would date a crackhead? Like
If,
a
if,
reformed
if, yeah,
crackhead?
reform crackhead. Now he ain't out there scratching and shit now, but
Man shooting dope up in
I
his
kinda
arm,
feel
sharing
like how you
needles.
feel like he's gonna be addicted.
He's gonna
to
have
something
addictive
else.
behavior,
Like,
and
you
like
have
I
to
can't
talk
look at
about
him. What
that.
if he got like those craters in his arm or sores?
Yeah.
Like I'm shallow.
Them
So if
scars
I
don't
see
go
some
away when you
shit
get them
like that,
abscesses.
Thank you,
yeah.
because I am too.
I'm
Okay.
shallow. That shit
I be
turn me
trying to
off.
like.
what
give
was the
people a
cokehead
chance,
then?
but no.
He just stopped doing the coke.
No, because his
Cokeheads
nose
are
probably
smart.
collapsed on one side. Like it probably look a
Deviated
little
We
weird.
can be friends because cokeheads be smart
Yeah,
as fuck,
and they good
So,
businessmen.
Yeah.
My
I'm about to say,
old man
coke
used to do
expensive.
coke.
I want to be his friend,
Yeah.
but I don't want to date him.
Don't pull no coke out around me.
Yo.
I mean, you could probably pull it out around me and do it, but like, don't offer me no shit like that.
And
Like
in
if I'm smoking,
moderation.
like if I'm smoking weed, don't you dare say, "Do you want to hit this?"
You
Okay.
want me
And
to
don't
lace
ask me
that
if we're
real
trying to
quick?
match.
No,
Like, I'm not trying
no.
to match. Just that's coke. Put that shit away.
And don't bring no weed around me because now I know that you be
Yeah, don't
lacing
ask me
shit.
like you trying to smoke this. Hell no,
No.
I'm not trying to smoke that. Fuck no. No.
We can be friends though.
Yeah, we should kick it. Get some business tips.
Business tips.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because most people who do coke white anyway, like, and I don't do pink
Yeah.
peen, so don't bring that shit around.
Pink peen.
Yeah, I don't do pink peen.
We know a black cokehead.
I would like to meet him.
No, you don't.
Is he still doing coke?
I don't.
He probably dabble in it. I feel like if you do coke, you don't just stop doing coke.
And is he an entrepreneur?
Yes.
He calls himself that.
Damn. All right.
You know him
okay,
too.
Never mind.
He
Tommy,
delusional.
You know him too.
Tommy hit ass. No, I'm good.
Ain't got no job.
Yeah, you know him too.
That's crazy.
I know.
You be fucking around with them crackheads?
No.
KBJ.
I don't know. Oh, I do now.
Yeah, see.
Yo, out of all the people.
Yeah, he used to. He don't do it no more. So, but
That's not an entrepreneur.
yeah,
She said, "Now that I know."
Now that I know, absolutely not.
okay, all right.
Is what he is.
So how did y'all meet?
Me and Natasha met. We knew of each
Instagram.
other. Yeah, we knew of each other like through podcasting, but we didn't start hanging out for real until like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we just started kicking it from there.
Okay,
It's my best friend.
that's your best friend.
Yes.
You don't say that often, so that's big.
I do say that often.
No, I'm talking about like you
If
call
I'm
somebody.
Yeah.
If I'm
You don't call a person
Oh,
your
true.
best friend. So, you have a best friend? Best friend?
No.
Piece of shit.
I don't even like you.
Piece of shit.
you said you didn't like him earlier
I
either,
never
so
liked
that's
him.
fair.
See?
That's
I never
fair.
liked him. I never liked
It's a
him.
bromance. I love it.
I don't
Yeah.
like it. I
like
like
y'all
I like the
Okay.
gay. I like the your
Ask her the bar
bromances. Like, they want to hug and stuff. I like that shit.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay. I'm scared.
Talking to the microphone so people can hear you.
So if me and Pablo walk into the bar together, and you're there,
sound like a sick joke.
Too.
and
I
when
know
you
you do.
when you and you're there to sit us down, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you're like, hey, two, you guys together? No, we're together, but we're not together, right?
Okay.
You know.
You won't even
But if we
say
were
that.
together, who would be the girl in the relationship?
Oh, you for real.
Damn! It's okay. He's used to the answer.
It's
so
only
okay.
because he's so fucking aggressive. Like, I couldn't imagine him being submissive by a long
I
shot.
can see him grabbing the back of a
Neck and
somebody's neck and being like,
I'm about to say, don't take that back in my damn neck.
Hey, I grew up on Cisco. Grabbed by the back of the neck.
Grab the back of your neck.
I can see you grabbing the back of his neck and just being like, if you don't sit
First of
your
all, I'm
ass
like
down.
fucking 8
before
inches taller than
Don't
this
matter.
Before I
motherfucker.
get in that
He's
ass.
not grabbing my
I'm gonna
neck.
grab you and
Sit
Rory
your ass
like
down
that.
before I get in
Rory,
that
if you
ass
don't
in the
sit your
house.
bitch ass
Yeah.
down,
That's how I see y'all.
Before I get in that
see,
ass.
I'm the woman.
you the woman, you the bottom.
It don't
I'm
have
the
to be like
bottom?
that. It don't. All
Y'all,
right.
you could be a switch for real.
Yeah,
He's always a top though.
yeah, I'm always a top. You could go both ways.
Actually, no, because I know you. You're not a top all the time. My bad.
Exactly.
You're a switch for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
You're a
Yeah,
switch.
Group chat.
But
say
it's
different.
like it's special nights like Valentine's Day, birthdays, and stuff like that.
He romantic for real.
He romantic
He
for real.
different.
What the fuck?
Like I want that special.
He just different.
Want that
I
yeah,
just
yeah?
wanna feel
I
you.
will. He just
Want that yeah,
different.
yeah?
Let's
He like I
cuddle.
just want to feel you.
That's how the
tonight.
women talk about him, girl. But I don't know, like, ain't he white, girl? He just different. I don't even know. You know, I'm
Exactly.
the white boys for real, but girl, this
He
one
give me
different.
every angle. Like he just does it all. Like
He
one
just
day's
do
rough, one
everything.
day's
Rub
sensitive.
you.
Cause you can tell, like, he like the ones that's dysfunctional. Like, it ain't
Who,
nothing.
him?
No, him.
Him? Yes,
He
for
like
sure.
he like bitches that be like, girl, I don't even fucking know. But like, I just liked it in him for real. Like when I saw him, I liked it in him.
The dumb bitch.
He
Yeah.
loved the additional.
He like
ED.
them
He
bitches.
love an additional.
Sometimes
ED
some
ass
girl
bitch.
want to be fucked, and then sometimes they want to make love and like be caressed and go soft.
He don't like.
But
that.
even the ones that want to be soft, you still fuck them.
But still, you got to.
That's crazy. As
Yeah.
long as you know yourself, though.
Yeah.
But they keep coming back, so they like it. They can
Exactly.
say I want it soft today, but then when you give it to them, and they're like, and their chills and their legs are shaking, and they're like, I was wrong. You were right.
My man said, "Ask about me." Bro, like,
You
He said I got the
he
reviews.
put the resume out
He
there.
said I got
you
the
sound
Yelp
like
reviews.
an after school special every time you say that.
Hey,
After school special.
as long as they get theirs,
That's
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
Anyway,
Always make sure
that's
they
my
get theirs.
number one priority. You get yours before I get mine.
I feel like
Jaded
that's
and
fair.
Evolving.
That's exactly how it should be.
Exactly.
What is your toxic trait?
Which one?
I'm
Pick one.
judgmental.
I'm violent.
See, that's the type of shit you like.
I say that shit all the time. I'm real life like I'm patient, but I'm violent. Like I spaz the fuck out and like start breaking shit. But it takes so much to get me there. But when I start wilding out, you just gotta let me wild out. You gotta be like, it ain't like just send it a bill.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay it,
judgmental.
but-
Like I know that I'm not like the baddest bitch alive, but I feel like I am better than
Never
some
that.
things.
Always the bad bitch. Top tier.
See,
I
see how,
feel
see how
like
they
I
elevate
can-
each other, best friend?
I can definitely go into a room and be like, this is not the function I'm supposed to be at.
for
Let's
sure.
go.
Or
And I'm shallow about the people I
Tyler
hang
Perry
around
story?
too.
Yeah, I was like, it's the vibes that I get from people.
Yeah.
It's like I can really judge this because I know it's not right.
I will leave a function because nobody in there is attractive, or I'm just like not having it. Like real shit.
So
I
like,
didn't
a
say
room
that.
full
Like
of-
if I
Attractive
feel like
part.
no, like if I feel like I'm in a group, like if I'm in a group setting, right, and everybody's unattractive, I don't want to be there. Like
I
even in
didn't say
a
I'm that
relationship,
shallow.
I don't want to be there. Like, cause why are all y'all ugly? It's one thing to have like a couple unattractive people in a space, but like imagine you're in a space with like 40 people deep, and all 40 of them, well 39, if
Except
I'm
for
in
the
room,
one that you
40,
can't-
all 39 of them ugly as shit. That's
And
crazy.
except for the person that you can't.
No, I'm saying
get.
like if I go alone.
Oh,
like if I
shit.
go alone
Okay.
and everybody in there ugly, I don't want to stay.
I don't like that.
Well, since you're still here, I mean, we good.
It's only 4 of us.
Okay. So, 3 people can be ugly and you fine?
She said
Yeah, no, y'all cool.
75% in this room is good looking, and the
My
other
best
one.
friend here, so we good.
So it's
We good.
50-50, that's what you saying?
Yeah.
I ain't say that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You said it.
I said
Okay.
that.
All right, bet. That's my
Damn,
bad half.
man.
Whatever she say, I
She
rock
called
with
you
it.
ugly.
She calls you ugly,
I
too.
tell you ugly all the time.
You do.
I'm dead.
White meat is not my first pick.
See? It's not what's for dinner.
It's never my
That's why you
first
ain't
pick.
say it this time, because you knew it wasn't what's for dinner.
It's a little dry for real.
Mm,
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
you a little dry.
If you baste it, you good.
You gotta baste it.
You got
Basing it with you pegging it. Bake.
No.
I mean,
You
if
just
that's what
baste-
makes
talking about based in the front.
Oh, you want to base the front? Get a little
Make sure it's
juicy action
juicy.
going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, if that's your thing.
Look, if you ain't basing it with your juice, then ain't no sense basing it.
True.
No, you can't really say that because like a little lube every now and then, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. Get the party started.
Spermicidal lube?
No.
If you gonna shoot the club up, like I want the patrons to come in. Like I'm trusting you enough to shoot my shit up. I don't already check your shit at the door. You feel me?
Drop the kids off.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, this your
shoot
type
my
of shit,
motherfucker like bow, and I don't even like having my club shot up, but I'm only fucking somebody who I trust to shoot my shit up. Like if I get pregnant at the end of this, like, which is not gonna happen, I swear to God, I will fly down a flight of fucking steps on purpose, on accident. Like fuck that baby. But real shit,
come to see you like that.
Listen, cause like real shit, it make me think like, why is you fucking that man if you don't think he gonna be a good father? Like, you feel me? I need to know even if you absent, you gonna at least send a check, like you gonna send the bills. I'm not fucking no broke ass nigga, no ambition, none of that. No.
Yeah.
If you gonna shoot my club up, you got some money. You got some ambition. You got some shit with you.
So, not you.
Right.
You do see on there a lot of broke niggas.
Yeah.
Got babies.
Don't fuck them.
Playing Xbox.
Yeah, don't fuck them.
Yeah.
What's the illusion?
It was the illusion?
No, they be having... No, you can't...
They got good dick?
They be having a little bit of money, but they don't have no ambition. So it's like the little bit of... And when I say little bit of money, I mean like $20 that they mother cash at them. Like, that'd be enough for them. You feel me? So it's like, you got a fucking nigga with ambition. He could be broke when you first meet him, but is he doing something with himself?
So if he on the fries...
But is he doing something for himself? Like,
right.
even if you on the fries, you know how much general managers at McDonald's make? That if that nigga start on the fries in like 5 years, you need to be a general man. You need to be doing something with your motherfucking self.
You're doing something.
A team lead or something.
You got a regular check coming in. You're not like begging niggas for money.
I'm not gonna fault no nigga for that. I'm gonna fault you for being broke and a bitch. That's what I'm gonna fault you for.
Like you think you can sit.
But other than that, like,
why he's a bitch?
If you broke with no ambition, you's a bitch. Like that's just how I say it.
Well, there you go.
You feel me?
How you feel about that, best friend?
That's fair.
Okay,
He got a
a grown ass man with a career. If he
I'm just saying.
Mortgage, right? He grown as fuck. He older than me. Like
I told my son the same thing. Like
Not
you
the
gotta have
mortgage.
something going for you. You can't just go out there, you know.
Well, you got a mortgage. That's like adulting.
That's
on
grown.
top of adulting. Like you want to commit
Lord.
to this,
and you
place.
got your own social security number and your own copy of your birth certificate. All right.
Yeah, I got
Damn,
that.
I'm there.
Fucking world.
Damn, I'm there.
Not no mortgage though.
I got my
Yeah, no
social.
mortgage, but
I got my passport. All that's in the same box.
All that stuff. Wow.
That's another
File
thing.
my
I'm
own
shallow. If
taxes.
you ain't got no passport, I'm gonna look at you a little funny too. Cause like, why you can't leave the country?
Why ain't you trying to leave the
You
country?
feel me? Like what? You're only in these 50 states. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
There's a lot to see in these
It's a
50
whole
states, though.
It's a whole, but it's a
you
whole
need
world
to
out
be
here. You
willing
limiting
to.
yourself.
You need to be willing.
But you ain't never been to Montana, though.
So
Fuck
Montana.
That don't even sound like a good time.
Hey, yo.
Fuck out there riding horses and
Right,
shit.
fuck that.
People like to ride horses. They go to
That's
Puerto Rico to
fine.
ride horses.
And I'd rather fly.
I've been to
I'd
Puerto
rather
Rico,
ride
and you know
them
what
over
I didn't
there.
do in Puerto Rico? Ride a horse.
See, but everybody else do, though. They go down there and ride a horse in Puerto
I feel
Rico.
As
like
long as
people,
they're taken care of.
Normally, people go out of the country and they do the same shit they was doing at home. Like,
Yeah.
if I leave the country, I want to do whole other shit. I
Y'all
can
going
ride
to
a fucking,
McDonald's.
if I can ride a horse in fucking Maryland or wherever. If I'm going out the country, I want to do some other shit.
Come on, you say, you know, the crackheads got horses. You can ride them horses.
Yeah.
Cantaloupe,
free.
put them in
You
leg.
know what I mean?
That'd be the best fucking
It
fruit
is,
too.
Yeah.
I wonder where they get the horses at all the time.
That's
It's
what I
ranches.
They
mean.
stole them. They
So
stole them.
back in the day when we were younger, there used to be a stall down on Holland Street.
Yeah.
Right down by almost downtown. They used to, because these white guys owned the stalls, had a bunch of horses, and they just let everybody work it out from there.
And they tired of stealing.
You think they was renting them?
Yeah.
You might rent the horse for the day. That's
They were until the addiction got them and they said, we ain't renting that shit no more. That new drug.
That's the best seeded watermelon in the
Yep.
world from a motherfucking fruit cart.
I don't
Not found
eat. Seedless watermelon scare me.
Yeah, because why ain't got no seeds in it?
Yeah, like how you grow.
Yeah. That's right. Give me a black card. We're going to give it to this nigga right here.
I don't eat watermelon like that.
The funny thing is, on the way over here, I called Junior. I was like, yo, tell your mom to go pick up some watermelon, some cantaloupe.
I do love cantaloupe.
I don't
love
like
me
cantaloupe.
You don't like cantaloupe?
I don't like honey.
I didn't fuck with honeydew for a while, but I fuck with
don't like
honeydew.
Only reason I fuck with honeydew because of Lexington Market. They put it in the fruit cup.
That Asian lady, that same one that's been there for like literally since
that
the dawn.
same one.
Probably a
The rats
vampire
running
for
around.
real.
Mama, I fuck with her.
Bruh,
She a
tell me you ain't eat
vampire.
that fruit cup though.
I used to eat the chicken gizzards down in Lexington Market.
Yes.
Facts. This
I
is
used to leave child
And deliver.
support because it was right around the corner. I would
it
walk
was?
right up the little side street.
Yeah.
Give
And
me some
deliver.
chicken gizzards. Yep.
and
I love me
for
some-
those who are listening, this is all Baltimore talk.
Right. These livers are not country.
Yeah.
These are city livers. And
City
gizzards.
gizzards.
Yeah.
City gizzards.
People don't know when they bite that gizzard. Where is it?
Yeah, that shit tough.
Where is this? Why
That's
is it
why I
all
get the
gristle?
liver.
Yeah, it's grainy as hell. Yeah.
That's why I
Oh,
get the liver.
shout out to mom. She about to make some. That's, yeah. I already put the order in.
My pound cake ready.
That's crazy. Okay. So, you all speak about mental health on your show.
Regularly.
I what's that word?
Commend.
That's it. I commend y'all for that because a lot of people don't talk about it. Me and best friend, well, I've been open about mental health. Best friends just getting, around the corner on it.
That's so weird. Usually white people be on that stuff.
I used to think people with mental health issues were fucking
Sometimes
soft and weak.
do.
Yeah.
No, they just be shooting up their jobs and doing crazy ass shit.
No.
No.
I guess Baltimore.
White
women.
women.
You from here.
White women be open about it.
Yeah, white men
it'd be
be
the men,
like,
too.
Yeah.
white men usually, I don't want to say all white men, but like white men, especially like police officers, they just go home and beat their kids and their wives and shit. They don't really talk about it.
they
They
see
just
some
be
crazy
wilding.
shit.
Yeah, they be
So,
wilding.
so how did you used to feel about it, best friend?
So I grew up in a house where you weren't allowed to cry. My dad was an alcoholic, so he'd bust your ass if you cried. So like any type of thing where like, you're like, oh, anxiety, depression, like I thought that was all signs of weakness. You just weren't man enough to control your emotions and stuff. Yeah. So I was like, oh man, fucking this shit ain't real. But then, I started coming around to it and everything. So I definitely see the difference in my ways of looking at it.
So we've been friends since I was 15. Well, we both 15, right? I mean, you thought I was soft and weak and shit?
I thought everybody with it just couldn't control it. Like,
So you just thought I was just a whole pussy?
No, I didn't say pussy. I just think that like some people, like there's times when like you start thinking like, oh, is that anxiety? In my mind, I'm like, just control the shit. Stop thinking about it. But it's not that easy to like just turn off like I thought it was. Like I assumed it was.
No, and that's dope that you are willing to admit that. Like somebody saying like, no, I used to think people were real life just doing too fucking much, but to know that it really is like a condition. No, that's dope. That's dope. I fuck with it. What was you saying about mental health in the show?
No, I was just saying like
Oh, yeah.
I was commending y'all about speaking on it.
Thank you.
And how do you feel about this new wave of African Americans stepping into and accepting it and not just saying pray about it and all that good
I
stuff?
love it for us because I like it. I like it a lot for us because I feel like staying quiet about it doesn't really help, and it always helps to know that somebody else is going through the same thing as you.
Yeah.
So with people coming out and saying, yeah, I've been dealing with this, I'm just like, yes, like this is what we all need to see. We all need to go to therapy. We all need to break these generational curses. Like, come on.
Okay.
I'm torn.
Shit's getting
between
old.
it. Just because like, so people are having the conversations now, but they're just overdoing it. Like everything is toxic. Everything is a generational curse. Everything is anxiety. And it's like at the end of the day, some of that shit just is your fault. Like some of that shit is you. Like yes, anxiety is a thing. Depression is a thing for sure. But almost to best friend's point, like what are you doing about it? You feel me? Because like eventually you have to get to the point where you need to get some help, or you need to realize the people you're talking to, you're not talking to the right people. If you go 20, 30 motherfucking years talking to the wrong fucking people, your level of discernment is just ass. Like it's ass. So while I think it's great, I have to put some accountability back on the people that are having these conversations and ensuring that these conversations are the right conversations to be had. Like make sure you're talking to the right people about
like,
your mental health.
If all they're doing is having conversations on social
no
media
action,
about it, but not taking like the accountability of fixing the problems,
that shit
I can
be a
see
problem.
that.
I hate the fact that we put a color or a race on it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, African Americans don't talk, black people don't talk about it, white people talk about it. I don't talk about it, and I'm not African American, right? And I think when you do that, it segregates the ability to have somebody listen.
I agree.
So you're like, oh, well, we are going to start a thing saying black people don't talk about it. Okay, well, we're going to go over here and be like, oh, let them not talk about it. When we take the race thing off of it, then we create everybody to be able to talk about it. Because I can tell you right now, I go through a lot of shit, and that's part of the reason why I started changing my views, because I was like, man, you fucking whatever. Yeah. But then I go through it and I'm like, man, I never talk about it. When do I talk about it?
Yeah.
I don't. Right? So again, if we stop doing that, then we can get more people to start looking at everybody in a whole or in general and say, hey, let's give everybody help instead of just saying, hey, let's just focus on this, or we only focus on them, or we're only going to worry about them. Like I went to a psychiatrist, man, and I talked to somebody one day, and they probably needed help after talking to me, because this lady looked at me and was like,
wait. You forgot the first part of that though. You walked in there and you criticized their whole goddamn.
I gave it to him.
Their whole office.
Yeah,
like,
I gave it to him real.
Shitty, the floor dirty. How you supposed to be helping me out?
Let me tell you the backstory to this. So I go in there and normally when you go to see these people, this is my first time. A lot of these people don't give a shit about you or what you got going on. They're there to collect that money.
Yeah.
Come back next week, right? You go to physical therapy and they say, oh, I want to see you for 6 weeks. You might be good today. They just want 6 weeks of paycheck. So I'm asking the lady, I'm like, hey, who's the owner of this place? Like, what's going on with this? And I'm like, you know why I know you're only here for a paycheck? She's like, why? I'm like, your sofa's stained. The walls got soda stains spilled on them. I'm like, you expect me to want to come here every week and think you care about me, but you don't care about the presentation of your company to make me come in and feel comfortable to sit here.
Yeah.
So she was like, I really like you. I can learn a lot from you. No, you can't. You can learn a lot from me to help yourself. That's what you could do.
Yeah.
And I never went back because if you don't take that much pride in your presentation to make your people feel comfortable to come there and want to talk, I'm in there like, man, I told the girl, I was like, I think I'm going to catch an STD from that chair. I'm going to sit over here.
Yeah, no, that's
serious.
fair. Yeah. That's fair.
So the problem with our healthcare system is you got too many people that just want to collect that money.
Hell yeah.
They don't give a shit if you get better.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to keep prescribing you. You go to the doctors right now. I'll bet you $1,000 right now. You go to doctors, tell them you can't sleep. First thing they do is give you anxiety medicine.
Match that shit. He hitting that shit.
They're going to give you meds like, oh, you're probably just stressed out. You whatever. Like I went somewhere before and I was like, hey, I got something going on. And I was like, perfectly nothing. Like let's say it was like swelling or whatever. I got swelling. Oh, I see you got divorced like 2 years ago. I'm going to give you some medicine. You're probably just stressed out. What the hell's my divorce from 2 years ago got me stressed out for now?
Yeah.
So, to your point, I had the heart joints at night, right? So, I went to one doctor. He gave me blood pressure medicine. So he said, blood pressure's too high, this, that, and third. Realized, it was anxiety. But he didn't know that. I had to go to another doctor and get a cardiogram. Yeah. The other doctor said, there's nothing wrong with you. You just anxious.
You're just anxious.
So he's like, go to sleep early. He was giving me all other things to do while the other doctor was giving me blood pressure medicine. So
push that shit.
Yeah,
that's all they do is a push. I walk in your office right now, I'm a rep. I'm like, hey, I'm going to give you this new anxiety meds to give to your people. Yeah. They get like $100, $200 kickback every time they give you that as a prescription. So it's like, they don't give a shit about you or the side effects. They gave me one thing for anxiety. And I was like, I don't have anxiety. I don't need that shit. I looked at the side effects. May cause thoughts of suicidal
stuff. I said, how the fuck I'm gonna treat anxiety, but I'm about to kill myself?
Right.
What the
May
fuck?
cause nightmares. Yes. May cause, dry mouth. All this. I'm like, why would I take this?
That's exactly why I switched to holistic healing. That's exactly why I stopped taking all that shit. I had to find me an herb. I started smoking weed. Like, I'm not ready to do this shit. When I had postpartum depression with my son, my mother took me to a psychiatrist. It looked a little shady in there. I'm not even going to stunt. But my problem was it was a Suboxone clinic connected to the fucking psychiatrist.
That's how mine
was. So that was strike one, right? Strike two, I go in the back and she let my mother come in the back with me. Bitch, I'm talking to you. Right. You feel me? And I'm grown. I'm 23. Why is my mother back? I get it, but my mom had the best intentions for me. But she had not, you feel me? Right. And then sat up there, listened to my part, listened to what my mother was feeling, and then she prescribed me 4 different meds. And she told me that she had to give me a medication because 2 of those medications could counteract each other and could be fatal. Why the fuck would you want me to take some shit like that? So that's why I took that shit for like maybe all of 3 weeks. I slept so fucking hard. It was days where I was sleeping through my alarm clock, like hours past my alarm clock, because I couldn't feel nothing. Literally, I don't know what the fuck dying feel like, but that really felt like death. Like shit was black. It wasn't until I woke up that I realized that I had even fell asleep. Don't nobody want to be like that. No, don't nobody want to be like that. Fuck that.
Yep.
No, fuck that shit.
I definitely.
And we charge millions of dollars a year in medical costs, like out of your insurance, my insurance, whoever's insurance. You go to these other countries, they want you to be good. Yeah. They give you free healthcare. They give you can't have like the McDonald's over there don't have certain ingredients in their food. Doritos over there don't have certain ingredients. All that shit that makes you messed up in the head or cancer, you don't get that in other countries. Our country's just like, fuck them. Let them just keep paying this money and we're just going to take what we can get.
And the crazy part about insurance that I don't understand is what the fuck are you insuring me for? Because I don't use the shit often, right? You might go for your physicals. You might go for a checkup every now and then unless you have underlying health conditions, right? I'm talking about somebody with a basic bill of health. The most you might go for is like a physical, your primary care physician, go to your dentist, whatever. My problem is I pay y'all motherfuckers every fucking month.
What the fuck is a copay? When I go in?
What the fuck you gotta go and pay a copay. Then
I should be paying into a pot.
You pay that copay and then you still get a bill saying you owe 80%.
That's what I'm saying. Like what the fuck? Car insurance. Then I got car insurance. I got health insurance. I got dental insurance. I got fucking vision insurance. I'm one fucking person.
Why can't you put those together?
Exactly. Consolidate my vision, my dental, and my health. You feel me? I should be paying one fucking premium, and I gotta go to 3 different companies for the same shit. You know, suck my dick and leave me alone. Like I be so fucking irritated. getting a bill in the mail. Like, bitch, what are you talking
Fuck
about?
Brandon Scott. It's all his fault.
It's got to be Brandon's fault. It's his fault and the other girl, Mosby. They be looking at
Mosby, her
shit.
trash ass. Her husband
The
follows me on
government in
Twitter. I
general.
trash him every fucking day.
I find that shit so
That's
hilarious
crazy.
how she is like a public defender or some shit like
Yeah.
that. But she
State's
can ready to go to
attorney.
jail for fucking real
Fraud.
estate fraud. Like, bitch,
Yeah.
what? What you mean you thought you could put you out
You know
of all
what's even
people
more
should have known
funny?
that shit was illegal.
She has these purses, like $1,000, $2,000 purses.
Yep.
Then she says, I can't afford a lawyer.
Yeah.
And they're like, won't you sell some of these
Yeah.
purses you got?
I saw her in the mall.
Trade.
I saw her in the mall with her daughter.
I don't fuck with her either because her father is the one who sold out child support. So child support used to be owned by the state of Maryland, specifically Baltimore City. So Baltimore City is like one of the highest revenue grossing child support in this, like in the United States of America. What bothers me is it wasn't a private entity until her father sold it. You literally selling. It's like selling somebody's kid. You selling somebody's kid for a check. The fuck? And then the people who own the shit now are the same. Well, they were. The people who own child support now are a subdivision of the same people who owned it when that little boy Gabriel Fernandez was killed by his parents in California.
Yeah.
I would not want them motherfuckers. Maximus, I would not want them motherfuckers overseeing none of my shit. Now it's owned by a company like Veritas or some shit like that. But that nigga worked for Maximus, realized it was some shady shit going on and was like, nah, I'm about to go start my own shit. But I used to work at child support, like in the enforcement division.
You know who owns Maximus?
No, not no more.
Brandon Scott.
Steve Bisciotti.
Yeah.
Really?
That's mom's old boss.
That-
That's where he got his money from.
That does not surprise me at all.
That's mom's
I
old
know
boss.
3 people that work there right now.
Man, that's mom's old boss when she
I
was at
fucking-
Aerotech. Steve Bouchard was the boss there.
I used to love working in child support, like for the people, like to serve the people. But the shit that you go through in the back, like when they tell you can't give somebody their driver's license back, but that nigga got a job offer in his hand, that shit used to fuck with me. Like, what you mean?
He's trying to make great. He's trying to do everything right.
I used to go if my supervisor told me no, I used to find any supervisor that would sign that paper. I would walk through that motherfucking office like, yo, he got a job. This nigga telling me he got a job. Like, what you mean you not ready to give him a chance? Because we're not gonna see him for another 2 months. All right, like that's his fucking problem. That's his grievance to bear. But you mean I'm about to fuck up this? Like, what if that changed that man's future? You feel me? That's how I used to think. Or the women would come in there like, oh, you feel me? I need an increase in my child support. Like, bitch, you already getting like $400 or $500. What else you want? And he got the kids on his insurance. What else do you want from this man?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Or the niggas coming in, I ain't got no motherfucking money. I got bitch. We in Mondawmin Mall. I just saw you downstairs. I saw you buying clothes. I saw you buying shoes. I dare you tell me you ain't got no motherfucking money. Bitch, I'll fight you right here. Like, because it's about the kids. At the end of the day, it's really
Child
about the
support is a
kids.
racket.
Like,
So you just put hands on everybody.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my problem.
I like it.
So on the flip side of the mental health thing, right? How do y'all feel about the toxic people using that as a weapon?
I
You know
like
what I mean?
it.
Like they like that. That's how they. No, I mean like that's how some men get the draws.
Yeah, it gives me a reason to like argue with men. I
Okay.
like to argue with men. So when they say shit like, yeah, because I know she be down a little bit bad, I'd be like, I like talking to men crazy. Like that's my favorite thing to do. So I like emasculating men sometimes, especially when I know they bad people. So when I find out that they bad on purpose, I start like looking for shit on them to talk
Fix your
about.
face, best.
Like I'd be like,
It's fair.
you feel me? I'd be like, you bitch ass nigga. Like
Like they be using therapy talking there
yeah,
and
they
shit.
be like, cause you feel me? I'm just trying to find myself. I'd be like, you's a motherfucking lie. You're not trying to find yourself. If I see somebody like flirting with somebody, especially like at a bar or some shit, I see somebody trying to spit game, I'll walk by and I'd be like, girl, what's not worth it? Here, bitch ass nigga for real. I can hear it in your tone, you're a bitch ass
and you
nigga.
say
like,
it with
you lying.
so much familiarity.
You
They
feel
be
me?
like,
Oh, I'll try fucking. Like, I'll try
Yeah.
spit game. I'd be like, girl, we don't know nothing about a therapist, but I'll therapize the shit out you. What's up? You like big bitches? Like,
hey yo.
because why is you doing it? You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's fucked up, but I like it a little bit because it give me a reason to talk to niggas crazy.
Natasha,
I'm not
What
ready
was
to
the
touch.
question?
how do you feel about men and women? They both use therapy talk to try to get in.
It made me want to be somebody else for real. Because I've really been dealt with depression and anxiety and went to therapy, like 3 different therapists, finding out different diagnoses. And I'm just like, and you want to lie on that shit? I want to beat your ass.
I start lying back.
Yeah, like it's a whole big trend now. Like people's like, yeah, I've been to therapy. Don't even
Like,
like
be
one
fucking
session and
for
then they never
real.
go back.
Sometimes I weaponize it and I be like, tell me about your trauma.
Yeah.
So I can bring it back up.
I mean,
Like,
I
why
get
you did that to me,
not-
so I'm gonna do it.
I
My
get
mom's
not
not in my life, and then that's all they got.
No, I
like,
get
you're
not
orphan.
continuously going
Like, I
to
can
a
see
therapist
why.
that you don't like, but
Yeah.
like go to somebody else. Like it's not the end of the world
Right.
if you find one therapist that you don't like.
I also think it's weird when people lie about going to therapy. Like, why the fuck is you lying about? Like,
You
that's,
want a reward? You
that's
want a
weird.
Because
picky bitch?
they want the
But that's
I've
weird.
been to therapy too. What you trying to one up me on my fucking
The problem
issues?
is, if we're being honest, like some women fall for that shit.
Yeah.
They're like,
They do.
he's working on
for
himself.
sure.
Yep.
He's fixing. Oh, he's somebody that's going to take responsibility, and he's
not.
trying to do
18
better.
months
No,
later.
he's not.
18
Because I
months
can
later,
hear
you
it.
pregnant.
He
Not
don't
even
take
18
accountability
months.
for playing in your face.
Yeah,
like
Not even 18 months. You can see that in 2.
But some
For
people don't
sure.
want to
If
see
you
it.
are
Though.
healing, if you're healing and he's fake healing, you can see that.
but not if he catch her at the top of her healing, at the
Uh-huh.
top of her healing journey.
That's what
You
I'm
catch
saying,
a
it's
woman
coming
like
in a
right
couple of
at that-
months.
right?
Yep.
But some, you know what? I
The
can't even say
rose-colored
that
glasses.
because
Yeah.
I was stupid as fuck. Like when I first started my healing journey, I was like in my
really
early
be like that,
20s,
though. No.
25. I was single, so I was dating like a bunch of different guys, and I could tell you maybe like 3 or 4 of them niggas. Real life like caught me with the okie doke. It took for like some, I don't want to say major shit to happen, but like I found out one of them niggas was married with 4 kids. Like how the fuck did I not see all the signs that you was married?
He was
But
Jamaican.
as somebody,
Oh,
but
shit.
as somebody that's healing,
Yeah, that's
your
different.
intuition
Yeah.
is gonna kick your ass.
But
like it
I
doesn't
think it
matter.
had something to do with the fact that I went through those things.
True.
Because I honestly feel like without those revelations, well, I mean, I'm in a relationship now, but without those revelations, I might have still been getting dogged out. I mean, because like it wasn't dogged out to the point where like I was down on money, down on luck, no shit like that. But it's just shit that I had no business doing for somebody. Like out of the kindness of my heart, I was being very nice. I wasn't being kind. So I was really allowing people to be like, "Oh, you feel me? I'm in a rough spot," like even mentally, and allowing them to talk to me and like put that shit on me. And now I'm trying to help them through their shit when they don't really want the help.
True.
They just trying to talk to me. So you feel me? So they could get close to me. And it's like if you don't peep that as a woman, I can only speak from a woman's perspective. If you don't peep that shit, you will get taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Because I know as men, most men, their natural instinct is to protect.
Yeah.
So if a woman come in and be like, I'm going through this, that, and the third, we're not going to see it right away. We're going to be like, oh, it's cool, baby. Don't even worry about it. You working on yourself. She can flip out. You be like, but she is trying. She's working on it. You know what I mean? So...
But some women weaponize that shit too. Like they weaponize their tears. They want to play victim. Like the minute you try to hold that bitch accountable, now she crying. She fucked up. You say something to her, and then she like, but I've been going through. And it's like, bitch, shut up.
Because they be like, it's just me and my mom.
I'm trying.
And I hate when women cry because I saw my mama cry. So yeah, like.
But you know what I've noticed? Those two people never meet. That toxic
Never.
man and that toxic woman never
Ever.
get together. It's always opposites attract. So the toxic woman is always dealing with what they call a good man, and vice versa. That toxic man is always. It seems that they always dealing with a good woman. I hate that. Cause why y'all can't be toxic together? I would rather y'all just be beefing or some shit like.
Cause they're energy vampires. The toxic people don't have energy. They go to people that got the good
that was a
vibes
bar.
and everything.
Yeah.
Like
That was a fucking bar.
they're
That's what
going
they do. They
towards
leech.
what feels good. That toxic doesn't feel good, but they would have to
And they know it. Yeah.
They would have to look into the mirror. on
They
that.
vibe so well. Like toxic people, when
They could
they
be
both
friends.
in the same space, they thrive. But it's like they could never be together because there's nothing to leech off
Yeah.
of.
Funny thing, the person I was talking to yesterday.
Yeah. The crack person?
About the crack person.
Okay.
They were with another friend of mine, and they were like, we couldn't be together because we'd be so violent toward each other. We'd like choke each other all the time, but have amazing sex. And I'm like, I'd choke the shit out of you.
That's what you said
Two
about
toxic people.
That's what you said about old girl in the other podcast. You tell her that all the time.
Yep.
Y'all can't be together.
Yep.
But you just fucked the shit out of her.
Yep.
Toxic people do be fucking. I done seen some sex tapes where I'm like, that shit go crazy. Do it again.
Do it again.
That
Probably
shit go
stink in
crazy.
there.
It stink in there.
It stink in there?
Yeah.
Sometimes that'd be the best though. When it stink in there a little bit, I'd be like, oh, like y'all was in here rocking. What's that?
What's that undertone?
Don't do that, no.
That. What y'all was in here doing? You walk in the house, it's funky. Y'all was like, y'all was in here fucking. You could have told me to wait. Y'all could have aired this bitch out a little bit.
A little tahini.
Sage it down or something.
That's
Open
like
windows.
a high school sex. When your mama come in the room
high
like
Tahini and liquor.
Yeah.
tahini and liquor.
I think Cardi B tastes like tahini.
That's what I'm saying.
She has to.
Cardi B,
I'ma find
tahini,
out.
She got
liquor
she tastes like
is,
mango
what's
with
the-
tahini
She
on it.
tastes like something, but I ain't good.
There you go.
Shit. She tastes like a whipped shot. I want her.
Yeah?
I want her.
That's a whole
Megan
lot of
is for
ass
me.
right there.
That's why I want it.
Megan for me.
I know, man. That Megan Pete, man.
The stallion.
Ooh, I love her.
See, best friend?
Love her down.
People want those people. I tell you all the time.
I just feel like
I just want to fuck him. I don't want nothing.
No. He be like, why do people want
I
to
feel
fuck
like Cardi
them?
Because they
fucking
fine.
trash.
See?
I'm willing to try.
I feel like it's because she's her.
She gotta be fucking like trash for her man fucking everybody else.
You know what? I have
he's
that
a
theory
hoe.
about Beyonce
He's a
though.
hoe. I was about to say.
I have that theory about Beyonce, like the way she talk about like riding on that surfboard. I feel like she lay like a starfish. I feel like Beyonce
I think
whole.
Hov definitely
She
trained
is
her.
the she
Whole
is the
trained her.
surfboard.
Yeah, I think she just be chilling for real. But I feel
She's
that way about
the
most celebrities.
surfboard.
Like
Yeah.
any woman who talks about sex a lot,
Yeah.
probably really don't be about it. The only reason why I feel like Megan and Cardi freaky as fuck is because that just seems to be like their personality. Like outside of that, you see them drinking Hennessy out of motherfucking straw.
Yeah.
Like you see that shit, and it's like, bitch, if you that wild in real life,
Well,
yeah.
I know stories about Cardi, so Cardi's all right.
Okay.
Meg, I don't know too much, but
Yeah, I feel
anybody who lived in New York for a long period of time know who Cardi is. Cardi got busy.
I keep forgetting that she got a pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like we literally watched her grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
If you think
for
about
sure.
it,
yeah, so she was like 21. Well,
I be forgetting
21.
they young too. Like
Yeah.
I think they both younger. No,
They're
I
not-
think
they
Cardi
ain't
B
30
not
yet.
the same age.
they're not
Yeah.
30 yet.
So Cardi B's only 29.
I think so.
Because I know
Megan
Megan's
is
like,
me and Megan are the same age.
Yeah.
yeah. What the fuck am I doing with my life? I'm not.
That's
rapping.
what I said.
that's
I'm not rapping. I be thinking like I'm not a rapper.
That's what I
though.
said the
Yeah.
other day. I was just
So-
like, we're the same age as them. What the fuck am I doing with my life?
That's a good segue. So we have this segment on here. Talking about we just be saying anything.
Okay.
When we pull something, you know what I mean, out of the air from anywhere. Megan's been in the news. Cardi's been in the news. Everybody been in the fucking news.
Yeah.
If you can choose 2 group chats to get out of, what 2 would you pick?
2 group chats.
Yeah.
About what's going on.
Yeah. Like what's going on in their life that we should not be knowing.
The Tory Lane shit. I don't want to hear about it.
Okay.
I'm past that. Nicki Minaj. Get me out the Nicki Minaj group chat.
Yeah.
Because the only people in that group chat are the people that like her a lot. They
Any,
be trying to dox people.
any
no, I don't wanna
Twitter
be around
topic,
that.
shade
Yes.
room type shit. It's shit I don't really like to talk about because it's pointless to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even follow those pages, so I don't personally like to talk about those things. I know about it because it comes across your timeline. I'm kind of well versed in it, especially in podcasting, but it's not enough for me to give a fuck. Like it don't do nothing for my life. So fuck am I? Why do I care?
Best friend?
I don't give a fuck about none. I'm like, it don't affect my life.
Yeah.
Like when
Then
I
why
s-
do you keep sending the shit to the chat?
when I see people, because you guys give a fuck about it, the chat gives a fuck about it. When I see people like can't feed their kids but spending $3,000 on a Beyonce ticket, like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like
Somebody
if Beyonce couldn't afford to feed her kids, she ain't buying shit to see
She is
you.
not.
No.
She on tour. You feel me? She's trying
When
to work.
people
right.
say, "Oh my God, the celebrity died," like, "Oh, I'm so distraught,"
I
that
don't give a
motherfucker wouldn't
damn.
give a shit about you if you died.
It all depends because
They
when Betty
80
White
years
died, I
old.
was a little.
Yeah, you was fucking hurt when Betty White died.
Betty White's Betty White.
Yeah.
Like,
I
think Mac
get
Miller
what you're
for
saying. You're
me.
saying like the one
Well,
who
definitely
don't have
Mac
no
Miller.
impact.
Right.
Yeah.
Mac Miller for
Definitely
me.
Mac
Betty
Miller.
White
Yeah,
was
Mac-
already old.
yeah, Mac
I'm
Miller
like,
fucked me
okay,
up.
she lived a good life. She rocked with the people.
yeah, Bob
Cool.
Barker, Betty White.
You know who fucked me up? And I was a child. Princess Diana. When Princess Diana died,
I don't even remember that
like,
one.
But she was
damn.
real.
Yo, she was such
She
a
wasn't like-
regal
she wasn't
bitch.
that-
Like, and she did not fuck with Queen Elizabeth at all. She was like,
I don't
listen, you
remember.
She knew
fucking
the secrets.
shady, decrepit bitch. Like,
When
knew
Prince
Whitney
died,
Houston.
when
I was
listen,
fucked up when
Whitney
Prince
Houston.
died.
When Prince died, shout out to the lady I used to work with. I cannot think of her name. When Prince died, I lied to you not. I used to work on one side of the office. She worked on the other side. She came around with a Prince shirt on, and I could hear the music. And she said, "I got a memorial at my desk for Prince." I lied to you not. I walked over. That lady had a purple motherfucking rose
I
in a
love
motherfucking in a vase, and she had a Prince like poster, and she made us all come around there and sign
I
it.
love it.
Miss Malone. That was her name, Charlotte Malone. Shout out to Miss Charlotte.
You know who didn't fuck me up? Michael.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Like,
People
it-
were fucked up on
Yeah,
that day.
the whole world was fucked up. Michael did not fuck me up.
Everybody
Like,
can remember. Everybody can remember what they did that day. I was at
I called my
I
mama.
was at
I called my mama when Michael died. I'm like, Michael's dead. She's like, no, he's not. He's still in the hospital. I'm like, no, he's gone.
I was getting my hair braided. You know what fucked me up? Because Farrah Fawcett died the same day. They was
That's
like, Farrah
what-
Fawcett did. Michael Jackson did. They put that bitch on the bottom bar.
Farrah
They was like,
Fawcett fucked me up more than Michael.
I fuck with Farrah Fawcett.
Well, I think
hair.
that the Michael thing was because of the speculation or allegation of what he could have done or what he did do, and people was like, he's a whatever, but nobody really knew the answer.
Yeah.
So they're like, whatever. But then when you see somebody wholesome like Farrah, you're like, or Princess Diana, you're like, man, this lady she was wholesome. She, Princess Diana, tell me any dirt you heard on her.
Yeah, for real.
No?
She
I
just
watched
didn't
this.
She watched her husband cheat on her and
I
ate
watched
that
this
shit.
documentary not too long ago about this crazy ass white guy who he was lying to these women, right? He was a doctor, but he was lying to
The
these
one
women.
that was getting them pregnant and he got all these kids out there?
No.
Not that one.
This motherfucker was lying and telling his girlfriend, like, oh, I have to go see Princess Diana. I have to go be with the princess. When she got into the car accident, oh, I have to go fly to Europe to the UK to be with Princess Diana during this time. I have to save Princess Diana. And the bitch fell for it. Like, she real life fell for it. And it always made me think, like, how gullible or naive do you have to be to believe some shit like that? Like, granted, he was an actual surgeon.
Right.
Like, this nigga had done surgeries before, but he was doing surgeries on people and putting plastic windpipes in their throat. Like, these people was dying. The documentary is on Netflix. I'm gonna get the name of it.
Please.
But when you watch it, the shit that he was doing, this nigga had 6 phones.
Yeah.
So he could lie to different women about everything. He had a household, like, with some kids.
Oh.
He had a home in Italy. He was wild.
That's the toxic boss.
And the whole time, she was falling for that shit. She was num eating that shit up.
Shout out to the toxic boss.
That shit was crazy.
He in jail?
No.
There you go.
I think he's in like Australia or something now, still practicing. I don't think he ever lost his. I don't really remember how the documentary
Look at
ended.
best friend about to snitch on his
wasn't
ass
in
right
jail.
now.
Yeah, he wasn't in jail when by the time and this shit is recent too, like within the last 5 years.
I thought you were talking about the doctor that women would go to for insemination.
Oh no!
And he was using his sperm and all of
Oh yeah, I saw him.
He got hella kids.
Yeah,
they
for
tried
no reason.
to come and find each other.
But
It's like,
he did his job.
But I didn't ask for yours.
They ain't specify.
A little too. It was him and like what 28 other doctors and some shit like that. They all had like
they had a ring.
a coalition of using their sperm. Yeah, that's on Netflix too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you a Netflix documentary.
Yeah, documentary is fire. Go ahead, best friend.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is the point of the show where best friend goes into his DMs.
Okay.
We call it.
No, we don't say the DM.
His
Say
sack.
the shit right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
His sack.
We go into his sack and get a question from one of the
White boy
listeners.
sack. There's some crazy shit going on down there.
I'm good.
They don't like the vanilla, man. It's okay.
That's okay. I've
Big
been there.
cheese down there.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah.
what I
So this is the sack question. He goes into his. He pulls the question out of his sack that one of our listeners asked him a question. Well, asked us a question. Sometimes they get racist. They say ask the black guy.
Okay.
But you know,
Tell them
Is
that.
that racist or
racist?
just
That's
specific?
not
I
racist.
thought that's
They're just asking for your
specific.
view.
Kinda weird.
it's racist.
That is kind of weird.
That's why would you just say ask your
Can you
co-host?
just-
You didn't say black guy.
Ask your
Mister.
friend.
Well,
Mister.
if
No,
they
hold
wanted
on.
my opinion, they would just
They
ask
would be
me.
like,
and
No,
I'm
no,
like,
hold
They'd
up.
be like, ask
You
your
the first
friend.
one to be like, why did the news say black man did this or Asian man did that? So don't do that
It
shit.
is
What?
kind of weird.
How they lead with race? You say how when people
That's
lead with race, you
stupid.
hate it.
But in our
not
case,
racist.
is if they didn't want your opinion, they would just ask me in the DM and I DM them back.
Okay.
They're like, hey, ask that guy.
Then say that guy.
Ask the guy that you have a show with.
There you go.
We can't control how people be wilding.
No, get it
Especially his
together,
listeners.
bruh. Get it together.
I can't control everybody. So it's like if you want to say ask the black guy, ask the black guy. As long as you're not saying ask the hard ER, we cool.
No.
Because then I'm gonna pop you.
I'm not
Have they
gonna
said
pop
that?
you.
He like, not that I'm gonna admit.
I'm not about to put
not
my
in there.
people out there.
Not
like that.
not in there somewhere else.
Remember, I said that in group chat last
Yeah,
week.
that was crazy.
I was at a Super Bowl
That
party.
was
This
crazy.
lady was like 50, and
She's used to
she
hard.
she was trying to be cool because everybody there was like younger, way younger, and Usher comes on, and then like everybody comes on, and then Lil Jon comes on. And she's like, "Oh, Lil Jon, that beep, I ain't seen him in forever." I'm like, me and my son look at us like, "What she just say?" And like the whole room got like, "What she just say?" Like she went hard ER on Lil Jon, and I was like, I think she was trying to be like cool about it, but she just
Nah.
yeah.
I would have had to put her out. I
Can
would
you
have
put
been
an
like,
A on the end of that?
I would
Nah.
have been like before,
Right.
She
before
missed-
this
she
go
missed the turn.
left. I
She
would
need
have
to
like
put
just
an
get your
A
coat.
on it at
She
least.
was that
Get your
she
coat.
was that older white lady that was
So
thought she was cool.
So she was in the club with Lil Jon. She just missed the
Right.
exit. That's all.
She still ain't had no business being in the
Yeah.
club if you think about it. If she in her 50s now,
Yeah.
she should
Right.
not have been doing that shit.
When Usher was
But
in
what
there.
I'm
That was 20
I'm not even
years
gonna
ago.
ask this
I
question.
was about to say, yeah,
She's
but
30.
that's funny.
What's in your sack?
Yeah. What's in your sack, sir?
All right, so somebody wants to know, how do you end a relationship with your side dude or your main man when one has to go but you love them both equally?
I'm just gonna say, I think we need to end this.
With who? How do you pick?
Oh,
How do you pick? Who do you pick? And
well, the side guy is really there for excitement. So why am I sticking with him?
but if
because
the
I
side
know
guy,
once I
if
break
the
up
side
with
guy
my
is there,
man-
he's there because you're missing out on something with the other guy.
Exactly, but it's a part of excitement.
Right.
If I'm breaking up with my main dude and going with my side dude, the excitement is gone. I'm with the side dude because this is fun. Like, I could get caught at any minute, but I'm not. This is nice.
I need to know the preface that, cause like.
Is he
usually
saying
your
pay on
main
my
dude is
bills?
like, but that's what I'm saying. Like usually your main dude is like paying all your bills. He making sure you. I'm not leaving that.
How did I even get to the point of liking them both equally? That's kind of crazy.
That's long term.
That's the crazy.
Like,
That's
did I
long
get
term.
with him like 8 months into being in this
Yeah.
relationship? Because there's no way that I feel the same about them.
That's
And to
long
be
term.
honest with you, I don't even like men like that really be
Yeah, we
worry
know.
about how the fuck he feels.
It's my side girlfriend. I'm gonna leave that man.
Yeah. No.
I'm leaving the
I'm gonna bring
man.
her home. I'm gonna be like, wait, listen.
No, I'm leaving the man.
We are married to her now as a unit. We are 3.
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
leave him.
Not if he paying the bills. I
Yeah,
told you my
true.
goal is
True.
to have her and him paying my bills. Like I just want to be hands off and loving the both of
True.
them.
You want to live your luxury life?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a
I
phrase,
fucks with
best
that.
friend.
I fucks with that. Actually.
Luxury life.
Yeah. When they ain't gotta do nothing, people do it for them.
I'm still gonna be
Where do I
doing
sign
stuff.
up at?
I'm still
gonna
be
be
doing
doing stuff.
shit, but like I
I'm
don't
be
want to do none of
traveling.
the shit they doing.
The
Yeah.
hardcore.
They
You
don't.
know?
The
9 to
adulting
5.
part of
Yeah.
it, they don't want
They're
no responsibility.
responsible.
The
I'm just here
blue
to have
collar
fun.
people.
Where do
I
I
don't
sign up
want to
at?
do that.
I'm trying to get that luxury life.
I just want to be an entrepreneur
Yeah.
on my own terms
Yeah.
and travel when I want.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions, best friend?
Nope, that's what I got.
Stay where your bills are getting paid.
All right.
That's a bar.
Even if you don't like him as much as your side dude.
Nope.
You said you
Can-
love them
can- hold up.
equally.
But can you stay somewhere that you're not happy as long
Yeah.
as the bills get paid?
Yeah.
People do it all the time.
My grandmama did it.
80% of
I-
relationships.
Yeah.
I was asking y'all. I know people do it.
Happens all the damn time.
I don't think that I could do it because like I said, I have a problem with the way that I talk to men. So once I
They're
get to a
gonna
point
know.
where I'm not happy
Yeah, we know.
and I start talking, I'm also risking my safety doing that shit too. So I don't want you knocking my head between the washer and the dryer. You feel me? So yeah, if it was ever to that point, no, because I would start saying shit in the house like, boy, fuck you. Like,
That's why you got knocked out.
right. Like, boy, fuck, I got beat the fuck up. Bitch. Like,
Laying
yeah.
on the gutter down there.
Knock your head between these goddamn.
You don't know.
Best friend?
Yeah.
Could you stay somewhere?
I have.
Shout out to her.
Everybody has.
How long?
Wow.
Way too long. Years
Way
long.
too
Years,
fucking long.
okay.
Years
yeah.
long. But I think people get comfortable.
Yeah.
People are scared of change, and people don't know how they're going to be able to do this, or how can I afford that, or how can I make this
Yeah.
work, or how can I manage schedules, or take the. It's a
Yeah.
lot of bullshit excuses.
For sure.
So you should just leave, make yourself happy, because at the end of the day, you'll find a way to make that shit work. You'll find a way to pay that bill. You'll find a way to get
Yeah.
your kid here or there.
Yeah.
But you'll be a lot happier trying to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta have something there. It can't just be. I'm looking at you. You looking at me. It's no.
Because resentment starts to set
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Like, I gotta have something
Absolutely.
there. Like I gotta some type of feeling there. Like yo, you something like.
Even
not-
if it's just sexual, because I know some people stick
I'm
around
about to say,
because the sex good.
But the problem with that is now the sex is good. That starts making you think that emotional intimacy is fixing your problem for that 2 minutes of sex
That's for
you
those
have.
people who are ignorant, like emotionally
Right.
ignorant. Those are the people who really stay together the longest.
Yeah.
Like they be the ones 65
They'll
years of
argue
marriage.
all
one that lie about
week,
therapy.
and then
Yeah.
one time they have sex one time a week. They're like, "Oh, things are great."
Yeah.
And you argue all week again, hate each other until you have sex again.
Yeah, because they're talking about that's the build up. You know, we
Yeah.
gonna
And you
do-
can see it too.
we
Like
gonna-
when
we
you
gonna-
out with them and shit, they
Yeah.
arguing over the menu. You like, damn, we just sat down.
Just saw that.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just saw that.
That shit crazy.
So, all right, ladies, tell the people where they can find y'all at.
You can follow us at Jaded and Evolving. I'm not sure when this is dropping, but we'll be in Philly for Pod Nation, so make sure that you fuck with us. I will tell you about the brunch, but it's sold out. And yeah.
Jaded and Evolving on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. We are on all streaming platforms.
Yes, we are.
Just JADEDANDEVOLVING.
Nice.
Put a link somewhere for us, please.
I got you. It'll be somewhere.
Perfect.
Or matter of fact, it'll probably be in the middle because it's Yep, right there. So, remember, people, you're not a hoe. You're just hating because you're having fun. You're not trash because you're somebody's treasure. And go back to the old crack.
Bring back crack from the 80s.
You know what I mean? And that's the word of the mundo. And until next time, we are out of here.